Hey fam, now today's story ain't the kind of update we hoped we'd be giving about Justin Bieber. We're not talking about a hit album, a viral tour, or some big win. Nope, what we're dealing with is something way more serious, and honestly, pretty heartbreaking. It's got fans all over the world asking the same thing. What is really going on with Justin Bieber?
You'd think after selling his music catalog for a jaw-dropping $200 million, he'd be on top of the world, right? That kind of money usually screams secured. But in Justin's case, things haven't looked so bright since that deal went down. Instead of celebration, people are noticing a strange pattern. Fewer public appearances, delays in music, and a whole lot of silence. It's giving fans major deja vu from his past dark days.
So how do we go from Justin Bieber, the mega pop icon, to people seriously worrying about his well-being again? Grab your teacups, because we're about to dive deep into this timeline and break down why some folks think Justin didn't just sell his music, he might have sold his peace too. So let's rewind to 2023. Justin made major headlines after he sold his entire music catalog to a company called Hypnosis Songs Capital for about $200 million. That's every single track he dropped before 2022 gone. Just like that. Now, for a lot of people, that seemed like a genius business move. Young artists are cashing out early these days, especially when their old tracks are still hot. But Justin was only 28. He wasn't retired, he hadn't slowed down publicly at that point, so fans started wondering, why now? And honestly, the questions haven't stopped since. People noticed that after the deal, Justin kind of disappeared. He started skipping big events, ghosting on projects he'd promised, and just seemed totally off whenever he was spotted. Instead of that chill, upbeat vibe fans loved, he looked straight up zoned out, tired, distracted, and not really present. Even his wife, Hailey Bieber, has been doing her own thing more and more. She's showing up to public events solo, landing big brand deals, and keeping her image strong. But Justin, he's mostly in the background, and when he is seen, fans are low-key alarmed by how drained he looks. Let's take it all the way back to where this story began. This kid was discovered, straight up scouted off YouTube when he was just 13. Scooter Braun found him and immediately turned him into a pop product. We're talking factory level packaging. Usher got involved, major labels jumped on board, and they pushed Justin to the top fast. At 16, the boy was performing for the Obamas. By 18, he was worth around $100 million. Like, let that sink in. But here's the thing, behind all the glitz, it was a total pressure cooker. Paparazzi were on him 24/7, no privacy, constant touring. He couldn't even breathe without cameras in his face. And eventually, it all started cracking. He lashed out, got in fights, was arrested, and picked up that wild child label from the media. Between 2013 and 2015, his name was always in the news, but for all the wrong reasons. Drugs, DUIs, reckless behavior, you name it. His life was spiraling, and everyone was watching it like it was a reality show. Now, while some fans thought he was just going through a rebellious phase, what was really happening was a serious breakdown. Justin wasn't just partying, he was fighting demons. He later opened up in a documentary and dropped this bombshell. My drug use was so extreme, my security team would regularly check my pulse at night to make sure I was still breathing. Y'all, that's terrifying. He also admitted to being super addicted to all kinds of stuff, from lean to pills and worse. Scooter Braun even confirmed years later that they were all scared he wouldn't make it. Like they thought he could actually kick the bucket.
I decided to stop because I felt like I was dying. My security and stuff were coming into the room at night to check my pulse. Like, people don't know how serious it got. Like, it was legit crazy scary. I was waking up in the morning and the first thing I was doing is popping pills and smoking a blunt and starting my day. You know, so it just got scary. I basically said to myself, I'm like, God, if you're real, you get me through this season of stopping these pills and stuff, and if you do, I'll do the rest of the work.
Then came his 2015 album Purpose. That project was a major turning point. People saw it as Justin trying to come back, make real music, and clean up his image. And for a minute, it looked like it was working. Fast forward to 2018, he marries Hailey Baldwin. It felt like Justin had finally found his peace, a real relationship, a more low-key life, and new priorities. But as we'd later learn, the issues didn't disappear. It just went underground. In 2020, Justin went public about his health struggles. He said he'd been dealing with Lyme disease and deep anxiety. That wasn't just a random detail, it was a clue. Even as his image cleaned up, the man inside was still battling serious stuff. In interviews, he admitted that the fame left him messed up emotionally. He said, "I struggled to find purpose beyond my career." That right there, that's deep. It shows that even when the cameras were off, Justin was still searching for something real. So by the time that $200 million catalog deal came around in 2023, a lot of fans believe he wasn't thinking like a businessman, he was looking for an escape. And the way things have looked since then, it kinda confirms that theory. So after the big payday, Justin pretty much vanished from the public spotlight. We're talking no big performances, no album drops, not even random Instagram lives like he used to do. Instead, we got scattered paparazzi clips, usually of him looking super out of it. There were videos of him walking with Hailey, barely making eye contact with anyone. At one point, he looked so uncomfortable in public that fans started wondering if he was okay mentally. And let's be real, this isn't some new story. This is giving 2014 Bieber meltdown energy. Only now, he's older, married, and way richer. But somehow, he seems more lost than ever. Now let's talk about Hailey for a second. While Justin's been hiding out, Hailey has been working. She's been in the spotlight, doing press, launching her skincare line, and showing up to high-profile events looking unbothered. Some fans have started to notice a shift. Like, is this still a team, or is she just out there doing her thing while Justin fades into the background? The dynamic has definitely changed, and the media has been speculating like crazy. Of course, nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors, but when someone disappears this hard while their partner keeps shining, people start asking questions. Here's what's really wild. Justin's whole life has been on display since he was a kid, and now that he's clearly going through it again, the world is still watching, but not always with compassion. Some folks treat his pain like entertainment. His breakdowns still get clicks. His silence still fuels headlines, and that right there is a big part of the problem. From day one, Justin wasn't treated like a person. He was treated like a product. Managers, labels, investors, they all saw dollar signs. He was the golden goose. And even now, with his catalog sold, they're still making money off his name whether he creates new music or not. That deal wasn't just about music rights, it was about control. His entire legacy is now in the hands of investors, and they'll profit whether Justin ever steps into a studio again. So where does that leave us? Justin Bieber didn't fade out because he ran out of talent. He's still one of the most recognizable voices of our generation. He didn't fall off because fans stopped loving him. His core fan base is still out here rooting for him. He crashed because the system that built him never protected him. It chewed him up, cashed him out, and now that he's struggling again, it's acting like it doesn't see him. The fame, the fortune, the love, it was all supposed to save him, but clearly it wasn't enough. My drug use was so extreme, my security team would regularly check my pulse at night to make sure I was still breathing. That quote still hits hard. It shows that this isn't just about music, it's about survival. So now the big question is, what's next for Justin? Will he find peace away from the spotlight, or will he make another comeback and surprise us all? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear, Justin Bieber deserves to be more than just a headline. He's been through it, and he's still here. Barely, maybe, but still standing. Let us know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think Justin's gonna be okay? Or is this just the beginning of another dark chapter? Either way, we're sending him love. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on notifications so you don't miss the next drop. See y'all in the suggested video.